The best way I can describe this movie is underwhelming and outdated. You know that friend in high school that you thought was so cool, and then you meet them years later and you think, oh, you did not age very well, and they're just kind of cringe? That's who Steven Spielberg has become. So yeah, I watched Disclosure Day over the weekend and it was not good. I will talk about spoilers in this video because I just don't think the movie is worth watching. So the story is basically about this federal cybersecurity agent, and then he realizes that the US has been covering up a bunch of UFO stuff. He steals a bunch of data and runs away, and then the federal agents are chasing after him. And then he meets up with a news anchor, and then together they hatch a plan to broadcast all of this UFO footage on the air. And that's the basic story, and it is really, really simple. So the movie has a lot of mystery and a lot of buildup, but it doesn't capitalize on any of it. You have this backstory of this guy and this girl who can apparently communicate in alien languages. You have a mysterious device that allows people to possess other people temporarily, but none of the questions are answered, none of the mysteries are resolved, and none of the suspense or little story breadcrumbs or investment pays out at all. So basically it's just a few people who are running away from federal agents, and a lot of the chase scenes are very standard. They're going to abandoned houses and hotel rooms and stealing cars and jumping on trains. A lot of it is just really standard chase scene type stuff. And then woven throughout are all of these little mysteries about how these two main characters have connections to the aliens and how the aliens chose them. But you never find out why the aliens chose these two people. I guess they were chosen to spread the news about the aliens to the whole world, but why did the aliens need that? Why did the aliens need these two people to tell the world about them? Don't the aliens have the technology to do it themselves? They just fly their ships everywhere, or whatever it is. A lot of little mysteries are introduced, but none of them are resolved. I don't think that every mystery in a movie needs to be resolved, but the movie was building up to resolve some of these mysteries, and it didn't pay out at all. And the end of the movie was just very, very underwhelming. The end of the movie was just these two characters putting all of the UFO footage on the air for the entire world to see, and then that was it. That was the end of the movie. The problem is that we've seen this type of movie so many times. Protagonist has secret government information, running away from federal agents, and then put it all on the air for everyone to see. How many times have we seen this story? So overall, the story was simple. The mysteries were unresolved. It wasn't clear why these two people were chosen by the aliens in the first place. The action scenes were very standard and kind of outdated. And John Williams did the score, and John Williams is obviously a classic composer. He has composed for classic movies like Star Wars, Jaws, Indiana Jones, E.T., Harry Potter movies, Home Alone, and so many others. But unfortunately, the score for this movie feels outdated. The best way I can describe this movie is underwhelming and outdated. If this movie had been released in the 80s, it probably would have been a hit. But today we have seen stories like this so many times. The score is uninspired and dull. The mysteries are unresolved. The big hook reveal of these two characters being chosen by the aliens is not capitalized on at all. And the ending is just simple and underwhelming. So unfortunately, I just don't know what else to say. The movie is underwhelming and outdated. I think Spielberg's time has passed. His storytelling and his movie making is simply a relic of a bygone film era. It is unfortunate because Steven Spielberg is the epitome of a classic Hollywood director, and John Williams is the epitome of a classic movie composer, but both of them are just outdated at this point, and they need to pass the baton to more relevant filmmakers. So that's all I have for you today. Hit the button, hit the bell. Catch you later.